Hey everybody, it's John from Denarii Games, and in this week's devlog, we're going to do a test level build. We've been working in kind of an isolation with a lot of models and tech that we've been building to build out a city, and so we thought I'd try to put it all together in a quick level build. Um, just kind of what we're trying to do here as an overall theme is we're trying to capture that really cramped feel of a Roman street or Roman city. Everything's kind of tight and compact, and so that's what we're going for in the design. So you can see I've already kind of laid out a city block. Um, it's got a number of new models that I put in. This we're showing the scale of a wagon. It should be kind of really tight again, narrow. Wagon can barely fit through the streets. Sidewalks are pretty cramped. Only one person can fit on them. Nothing like a modern city. So let's go and start a build. During this process, I'm going to speed everything up, of course. So we're just going to start placing some buildings and leveling them out. And all this is going to go pretty quick. The randomization that we've been working on with the building scripts is all working pretty well. You can kind of see there some of the new feature, which is going to be the balcony on top. We also swapped out the city designer for easy roads. And I just found city to be much too temperamental to work with. And probably just my lack of familiarity, honestly, with it, rather than something wrong with the asset. But I just couldn't get it to work reliably, for me at least. And I haven't had any problem with the easy roads. It's a really nice little asset. And, it's going to be putting this together pretty quick. So I'm just starting to level things out and testing levels, things like that. One of the things we worked on in the last week was some additional capability for the city designer, where we can now, you can see there, I can flatten the terrain underneath the building. It wasn't too difficult to do, but I wanted to add that in. So as little manual work as possible is the goal here. So continue to roll out. If we look at each of these city blocks, we're trying to aim for 8 to 12 buildings per city block. I haven't talked too much about the game design or mechanics yet, but what we're trying to do is create a city adventure, and the conflict that players are going to feel is going to revolve around trying to control these city blocks. So we want to keep that in a manageable state, but you'll be measuring your power based on the number of blocks you're able to control, and the influence of your guild, that sort of thing. So just continue to lay this out. Should wrap up pretty soon. Looks like I'm just about finished with this build here. That should be the last building. So it's still a little bit clean up here. We'll turn all that off and take a look at the underlying terrain. Do a quick cleanup of that. Lay down a little bit of just to blend in with the sidewalk. And we'll do, obviously, in a real build, a lot more work on the texturing, but this is good enough now for a test build. Smooth it out a bit. And that should be it. So this is, the look we're trying to go for. Really narrow streets, lots of shops, lots of buildings, all kind of tightly clustered together. So let's see what it looks like in game. As always, we've got a blank database. We'll add this building into the database, so we can kind of show that off again. And there's all the components, all the building entities, and we're kind of ready to do a build. So do a quick build. Fire up the server, and let's jump in with the client. that's pretty good. This is really kind of my first look at in the perspective of a player, to be honest. Pretty happy with how it's coming out. There's still a lot of work to be done, obviously, but you know, this tight, cramped feel is exactly what we're going for. Here's the property manager, still working. And I'm going to have to do something here, clearly, with that raised threshold. That's just too much trouble getting into a building. And we're going to have to cut out these stairs, so make it a little bit easier to climb. But those are all new models that we put together for the roof deck. You know, one of the things I'd said early in my videos is I really wanted to stress the verticality of the world. You know, we were talking about, I don't know, I think trees at the time or something like that. I was up in a tree. But this is what I had in mind, right? Is being able to look out on top of the city, see the roofs of various heights, and of course being able to stealth your way through, depending on what your missions are, and traverse up above the ground. So let's see how that works. Yeah, this one's working okay. Got a little jump there. Wonder if I'll be able to make this one. Ah, missed it. Well, that's it for this time. Talk to you soon. Bye.